Infinity Castle. Where were you when this movie dropped in cinema? I know they dropped it on different dates. In Australia, I have to wait until September, so on a Sunday evening, 5 p.m., I watched it in Imax. And when I say this is the best movie experience I've ever had in my entire life, I'm not joking. I don't exaggerate or say the most obvious overhyped sentence to attract your attention. It was such a great roller coaster experience for me. If you're a Demon Slayer fan, if you're an anime fan, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So this movie is the first movie in three-part movies. There won't be a definite conclusion, obviously, to the story, but there is also a proper conclusion to the start of the trilogy. So we have achieved some sort of goal at the end of the film. The story is, of course, the continuity of Hashira training, where Demon Slayers have to fight off the demons and kill Muzan in the Infinity Castle. I would like to say that, this movie made me emotional, more emotional than I've ever been. The animation, to music, to action, to storytelling. But I'll talk about the other three later. Storytelling, first of all, is typical anime style. The hero and the villain meet. They got to interact a little bit. They got to know each other. We saw some flashbacks. There are some funny scenes here and there. Some character arcs. Basically, we get to understand the personality of the characters first, especially for the demons, because we only see them. We didn't get to see their backstory yet because we already know a lot of our protagonists already. Their history to why they become who they are right now. That's what we got to see. Some backstory is super sad and emotional. I'm not going to go into spoiler. I nearly cried a couple times because it hits hard. But I had to hold it in because it's a packed cinema. I don't want to cry like a baby in there. There are nostalgias they try to put there. They remind us of moments from previous seasons. Obviously, not everyone get to appear in the movie, but we get to see everyone, but not all of them are in action. The last 30 minutes or so is a very excellent way to conclude the movie. It's a perfect execution from them. It comes full circle. A 2 hour 30-minute something feel like a 2 hours. Let's talk about animation. This is the most serious I've ever been. I'm convinced the sky is the limit for Ufotable. All the other studios should take note.
Teach me.
The moment my eyes set on the first scene on the IMAX screen, I know it's going to be a special experience. From the detailed frame by frame animation, to the creativity, to the imaginative scenes, the animators put their heart and souls out there. And you can tell. Now, I'm not going to get into the technical details of how they do it or how this is looking, but the sequences just looked unbelievable. Like, it's impossible. How do they do it? Like, you can see the castle moving around like frame by frame. How can you do it? It's moving like 60 frames per second. I don't know, because I'm not an animator, so I don't know what to say rather than, applauding them. I've never seen any animation that is so detailed, so touching and gorgeous like this, like ever. Now let's talk about action. Oh my god, I didn't scream because no one did. I didn't clap either. Like in Australia, it's a weird culture to not appreciate a film. I don't know. Maybe there's a rule that you shouldn't scream. It is the best I've ever seen. Again, I'm tired of using the same word, but I don't know what word do I have to use here. I can't imagine how these animators pulled this off. Alright? From start to finish, it's an action-packed film, and every single scene has no flaw. None. It's beautiful to the minute detail. We get to see more breathing styles, more techniques, more hard-hitting, nail-biting sequences, and capped off with excellent soundtrack and sound effect. Like, oh my god. I think the first fight you're gonna see is what I'm talking about here. It blew me away, blew me off the park, and I'm not gonna say I'm biased to that fight, but I love every single fight here. I don't even know that if this animation or this fight scene can top the rank of the season 2 final episode in terms of storytelling, in terms of character development, in terms of hype, and in terms of the animation itself of the action and the conclusion. I don't know. It's like me watching Oppenheimer for the first time. I have to take time and watching it for the second time to like grasp the whole thing. Alright? It's just too big for me right now. It's just, oh my god. The night I watched it, I remember walking out of the cinema and I say, holy. So for me, if I say all these praise and I don't give this movie 10 out of 10, it would be a crime. So I'm gonna go ahead and give Infinity Castle Part 1, let's say, 10 out of 10. And from start to finish, it was so mind-boggling. So I can't wait for the second movie and the third movie. And we'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.